What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO, and I have an unbelievable update for you guys in this video. We recently got a new saphyr study. Now, every single time one of these studies comes out, it reaffirms my conviction in this stock for the long term, because every time we read one of these studies, it just proves that the saphyr is the best at what it does and provides an immense value to society in the medical field. We also are seeing a way for Bionano Genomics saphyr optical genome mapping to be reimbursable by insurance, which would really help get the saphyr system out into as many researchers and clinicians' hands as possible. And we could see Bionano Genomics revenue drastically increase because of this as well. So before we get into all of that information on Bionano Genomics, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you to all 4,600 of you that have already turned on that notification bell. You guys are absolutely amazing, watching my videos as soon as they are put out, liking them, commenting on them, and overall just showing love. I am super appreciative of all of you guys. So as we can see by the chart of Bionano Genomics, it really had a significant sell-off over the last week. Now, the reason for this, it had a lot to do with the bond yields and the overall market selling off, and the hyper-growth stocks that we have been covering on this channel, such as Nano Dimensions, Senseonics, and especially Bionano Genomics, were significantly affected by this sell-off. Now, if you do like Bionano Genomics for the long term, I think that this is a very good dip to buy. Now, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. These are just for educational purposes only. I am just giving you guys my opinion on the different stocks that we like to talk about on this channel. So now let's get into this new article and study that Bionano Genomics has released about its saphyr system. So coming over here, we can see Bionano Genomics announced the publication in Science of a study by the Human Genome Structural Variation Consortium that used a combination of advanced sequencing and optical genome mapping with saphyr to assemble with high resolution and structural accuracy 64 haplotype resolved human genomes from 32 individuals representing 25 different populations. The peer-reviewed publication, which previously appeared on the preprint server BioRxiv, builds on the original Human Genome Project to better capture genetic diversity by cataloging both single nucleotide variations and structural variations from each individual reference quality genome assembly compared to the standard human genome reference. The resulting assemblies and catalog of SNVs and SVs can serve as a diversity panel that researchers and clinicians can use to accelerate the discovery of new therapeutic targets and pathogenic genetic variations by making it easier and faster to filter out variation that is representative of population diversity. They further enable population-specific studies on genetic predispositions to human diseases, as well as the potential discovery of more complex forms of genetic variation. Regarding optical genome mapping's contribution to the variants that were identified, OGM uniquely made 5,590 large structural variant calls missed by long read-based genome assemblies corresponding to 1,175 unique SV loci. Many of these large structural variants consisted of more complex rearrangements or overlap with large repetitive areas called segmental duplications, which are associated with developmental delay and adult neuropsychiatric disease. Sorry, a lot of complex medical terms in these articles. I'm not a medical expert, so some of these words are a little bit difficult for me to get through, highlighting the importance of OGM in genome structural analysis. Bionano is proud that OGM has made such a significant contribution to this impressive work, commented Eric Homlin, PhD CEO of Bionano Genomics. Optical genome mapping complements even the most advanced sequencing technology and plays an essential role in identifying large structural variants. So the structural variants science, as we've seen in a lot of these other articles, basically are able to detect some diseases earlier than the other methods. So what that enables the researchers and clinicians to do is figure out some more treatment options to attack these diseases earlier and get out and come up with better health outcomes for their patients, which is a very good sign. So when you combine Bionano Genomics' extensive contribution to this genome project and the massive sell-off that we have seen from Bionano Genomics in the past couple of days, and a lot of investors, long-term investors, still have a lot of confidence in this company and are willing to buy the dip when this type of news comes out and there is a significant dip to buy, and the overall market is showing a little bit more strength today than we have seen in the past couple of days. A lot of people are piling back into Bionano Genomics, which I think is a very good sign for the long term for this company. Now, we also have a pretty significant catalyst coming up in the near future for Bionano Genomics. Coming over here, we can see that the projected and estimated date that Bionano Genomics will be reporting their earnings is going to be on March 9th. But at the current time, Bionano Genomics has not put out an actual date yet, so we are just going to have to wait. Over the next week, Bionano Genomics should come out and say the exact date that they are going to be reporting their earnings, and this is definitely a date, if you are a Bionano Genomics investor, that you are going to need to keep a lookout for. They are going to announce their revenue, their EPS, and they're going to give some forward-looking statements in the form of their guidance. Now, I think Bionano Genomics is going to be guiding higher. I think a lot of what they're going to talk about in their conference call is the new saphyr studies, and they're going to give some future projections and forward-looking statements as to where the saphyr is going to go in the future and what their plans are to get this software and product into as many hands of researchers and clinicians that could find it effective. Now, going off of that statement right there, getting the saphyr into as many hands as possible, if we come over here, this Reddit poster had some pretty interesting insights. So insurance reimbursement for saphyr OGM. So this is pretty big news. If we come over to the actual LinkedIn post, we can see that Praxis Genomics commented, "Great news, Praxis Genomics has received Z codes for all of our tests based on optical genome mapping and Illumina short read ISR, whole genome analysis. For full lists of tests, see at their website. We hope that making optical genome mapping tests reimbursable is the first step to making the technology widely available and to make a significant impact on solving undiagnosed genetic disorders." Now, you might be wondering exactly what Z codes are. If we come over here, we can see the Z codes denote reasons for encounters. So when the billing office uses this code, we can see right here, it is to be used along with a primary diagnosis code that describes the illness or injury. The Z code is secondary and falls within a broad category labeled factors influencing health status and contact with health services. Now, coming over here, we can see that one downfall of Z codes is that they are not always covered by insurance, but they are typically reimbursable and can be found under F43. This is a very big step because if medical offices know that they can perform these tests and the patients know that they can get reimbursed for going and getting these tests, the saphyr will actually be used more because it won't be such a high cost to the medical offices. Now, at the current time, the saphyr system is in a research-only phase, but with this development, we could actually see the saphyr come out of its research-only phase and into as many medical offices and clinicians' offices as possible, which in my opinion would be very bullish for the stock going forward. And that is another thing that we are going to need to keep a lookout for in Bionano Genomics earnings report. We're going to need to see how they're going to increase their revenue, and I think having their products and tests reimbursed by insurance is the first step towards success. Now, they are also partnering up with Microsoft Azure that significantly decreases the cost to analyze the data that is spit out by the saphyr and the compute time. It significantly reduces the time that you can analyze this data. So when you combine all of these different factors and the significant sell-off that we are seeing in Bionano Genomics at the current time, in my opinion, this is a great dip to buy. And if you have not gotten into a Bionano Genomics position, this could be a great time to initiate your for first position. We have also seen Bionano Genomics mentioned in ARC's Big Ideas Report 2021, and down the road, if Bionano Genomics is able to significantly ramp up their business model and revenue numbers, it's possible that we could see ARC Invest put some capital behind this company, but I really don't think that ARC putting money into Bionano Genomics is the deciding factor. I think that Bionano Genomics is going to be perfectly fine on its own. So that is going to be it for this update on Bionano Genomics. If you guys enjoyed the information I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a more profitable day than we have seen over the past week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.